Today, I'm going to be seeing if a team of free agents can win a Super Bowl. So basically, I cannot trade for any players throughout this whole video. The only players I can add is whoever's a free agent at the end of every season. And I feel like it would only be right to use the Arizona Cardinals because this team is actually terrible. So that makes it a bit of a challenge. As you can see, this offense is obviously nothing special. They actually suck. And on the defensive side, this might actually be the worst defense in the league right now. So depending on how things go, it might take a while to even make it to the playoffs, but we're gonna go ahead and sim to the playoffs in year number 1. If we actually make it, I am gonna be amazed. And no surprise, it looks like the Cardinals finished last place in the division, going 1-16. I knew this team was bad, don't get me wrong, but I didn't think we'd be the worst team in the NFL. I thought we would at least have the Chicago Bears beat. On the bright side, that does mean we're gonna get the first overall draft pick, but it looks like Patty Mahomes won MVP this season, which is no surprise. And it looks like the Cowboys ended up beating the Ravens in the Super Bowl this year. But anyways, as you guys are about to see, we actually did have a pretty solid free agency this year. We picked up Amari Cooper, Armstead, Peterson, Kearse. We also got Zeke, who I have a feeling is either gonna be super good on this team or he's gonna be trash and just fall off the map. We also got Perryman, Nelson, and Campbell. And as you can see, this is what the offense looks like coming into year number 2. They're still not the best, but they're a whole lot better than last year. And on the other hand, it looks like the defense has improved even more than the offense has. Last year we easily had the worst defense in the league, but now we have an 81 overall offense and an 80 overall defense, which is a decent upgrade. All honesty though, with that being said, I still would not say this is going to be a playoff year, but there's only one way to find out. So I guess we'll see what's up at the end of the season. And once again, no surprise, this isn't going to be a playoff year, but we did get 7 wins, which is a huge upgrade from the 1 last year. Even though we're below 500, I say that is definitely a step in the right direction. That is 6 more wins than we had last year. But anyways, as you guys would probably expect, Patrick Mahomes has won another MVP this season, and it looks like the Chiefs are going to absolutely shit on the Cowboys in the Super Bowl this year. So once again, just like always, the Chiefs are terrifying. But obviously that brings us to another free agency. After this year, I'd say this team actually has a chance at making it to the playoffs. We got Batonio, Gilmore. I don't know how to say that. I'm not gonna try. And we also got Kappa. So, that means we're actually gonna have a decent O-line now. Or not a decent O-line. We're gonna have a very solid O-line now. And as you can see coming into year number 3, this offense is actually looking really solid. And as you can see, we took the worst defense in the league and probably put them in the top 10. So as I said, after all those upgrades, I actually have high hopes in making it to the playoffs this year. But there's only one way to find out. So we're gonna go ahead and sim and hopefully good things can happen. And as you can see, the Cardinals are gonna finally finish with a winning record, going 11-6, which does put them in the playoffs. We play the Packers in the wild card round, and it looks like we're gonna take down the Packers. So now we have to play the number 1 seed 49ers in the divisional round, and somehow we managed to pull off the upset. So now we got to play the Eagles for a trip to the Super Bowl. This team is already playing above expectations for me so far. I didn't even expect to make it past Green Bay, but now we're just 1 win away from the Super Bowl, and our defense got to stop. So we got the ball here. I'm gonna try and go for Amari Cooper here though, and hopefully he's open to give us a first down. That's looking good, and we are gone, man. We're gonna get caught. We had a solid lane to the end zone, so if he was a bit faster, we probably would have got a touchdown there. Either way, that's a massive pickup, and that's another good one right there from Zeke. I told you when we picked this guy up, he was either going to be super good or super trash, and so far, I like what I'm seeing out of Ezekiel Elliott. I'm really not trying to throw an interception since we already made it this far. I'm just going to keep running safe plays, and hopefully things work out. Oh, dude, I was gonna try and hit Zeke there. We're gonna find our tight end for a first, though. This is a really risky play. I know I said I wasn't gonna run anything risky, but I want to go for it. Hopefully Brown can be open in the end zone here. If not, oh yeah, that's tight end again, and we're gonna find him for the touchdown. So that's a touchdown from Trey McBride. That was actually a pretty solid pass from Murray on the run. So just like that, we have the lead, but we are playing the Eagles. So this is not gonna be an easy win, but if we somehow somehow pull this one off, we're going to the Super Bowl. As you can see, surprisingly enough, we have the lead in the fourth quarter, and we're gonna score again, which might put the game away. And apparently it's going to, because the Eagles missed a 2-point conversion. So we're gonna get the win by 2 points, which is gonna send the Arizona Cardinals to the Super Bowl in year number 3. That's actually crazy, man. So like the first year that this team actually makes it to the playoffs, we're going to the Super Bowl. But once again, Patrick Mahomes is gonna win MVP for the 3rd season in a row. And it looks like we got a Super Bowl rematch against the Steelers this year. This should be a sick game. I mean, as you can see though, we have not had the best start to this game. I mean, their roster is 10 times better than ours, so I was kind of expecting things to go like this. But I mean, if we can somehow get a touchdown on this drive, we are right back in this thing. We're gonna find Cooper for the first down. I'm gonna try and go on the run of Zeke here though, because I mean, surprisingly enough, he has been one of the best players on this team so far. Even though I wasn't too sure how he'd play when we got him, it seems like this guy's had a point to prove. But I'm gonna try and go for Brown here though. I might have to go on the run. Actually, this is gonna work out. Get going, Murray. He has legs on him. That's gonna be a first down. I really want to try and get Amari Cooper open for a huge pickup though. I mean, this defense has not been good to us today. They are making things difficult as expected. Somehow we caught that. That was ridiculous. So just like that, we're in the red zone. That catch was actually insane, man. Amari Cooper was such a good pickup for us. Hopefully he's open again here. That is looking good. That's gonna be another first down. So I mean, one more solid play and we should be in the end zone. I'm probably just gonna try and go back to Cooper here, but if it doesn't work, I can just go on the run. He's open. No, we're gonna barely hold on to that, through to contact for the touchdown. So I mean, at least we're gonna be putting some points on the board this half, but we're still gonna be down by 7. But at the same time, after that, we are right back in this game. As you can see in the fourth quarter though, I mean, no surprise, the Steelers are absolutely dogging us. So we're gonna get blown out 31-7 in the Super Bowl, which is not a good look for us. But I mean, we're still making progress. I didn't think we'd even make it that far this season, so I'm happy with the outcome. And I mean, at this point, this team's just gonna keep getting better and better, so the future is looking bright. But as you can see, to end off year number 3, it looks like the Steelers are gonna be hoisting the Lombardi Trophy this year. But anyways, that brings us to another free agency. Honestly, this wasn't the best free agency class, but we did get some decent pickups once again. We got Brown, Jarrett, Bentley, Johnson, and Sheriff. Out of all these pickups, I feel like Taron Johnson is gonna take over on the defense this year. I mean, as you can see, coming into year number 4, this offense is clearly the best it's ever been. And I mean, I'd say same story if the defense. A couple players retired, but they're still looking solid. I mean, we made it to the Super Bowl last year. Unfortunately, we lost to the Steelers, but hopefully this year we can actually get the job done. Once again, we're gonna sim to the playoffs though, and hopefully good things come out of this season. And it looks like we're gonna have our best season yet, going 12-5 to win the division. We gotta play the Panthers in the wild card round, and it looks like we're gonna sneak away with the win. So now we gotta play the Vikings in the divisional round, and it looks like we're also gonna take down the Vikings with a 1-point win. So now we play the Bears for a trip to the Super Bowl. And apparently these guys just upset the Dallas Cowboys, who were the #1 seed, so we gotta watch out. Luckily for us, we do have home team advantage this game, so hopefully that plays a factor today. I'm probably just gonna try and go for Cooper to start things off here though, and it looks like we're gonna hold on to it. So that's a decent 5-yard pickup there. We do have a rookie running back that we gotta work with today though, because I'm pretty sure Zeke is out for the season, and after this year I have a feeling he's gonna be retiring. So this is probably gonna be the new face at running back. If he plays the way he did on that drive, I mean, I won't mind that. That was a ridiculous run right there. We gotta rush that off, and I think he hit us, which is gonna be a flag. Yes sir, let's go. Okay, so we didn't even get the first down there, but since he hit us, that brings the ball all the way to the 36. So now we're in field goal position. I'm just gonna go for another run though and see if this guy can keep doing what he's doing. The O-line is crazy if you haven't noticed. We're getting all the blocks in the world right now. After that though, I mean, he's double teamed, so this probably isn't gonna work. I'm gonna try it though. I hope that Brown can get open here. I mean, oh yeah, we got it. First down. That was actually a crazy grab. He's gone all the way up to an 87 overall, which is more than Amari Cooper now. So Brown is the #1 wide receiver on this team, and it looks like we're gonna get a rushing touchdown with Murray, so that's gonna give us the lead here. Hopefully we can hold on to this, but I mean, the Bears did upset the Cowboys, so I would not put anything past them today. I mean, we have have a tie game in the fourth quarter, and they have the ball, and it looks like they didn't score. So we're in overtime now. They kicked a field goal. So, I mean, it's something or nothing here, and it looks like it's going to be nothing. So the 6th seed Chicago Bears are pulling off the upset against us and the Cowboys. So we're going to lose by 3 points, which is sending the Bears to the Super Bowl. I mean, they deserve it. They came in as the underdogs, and they are getting shit done, apparently. But anyways, it looks like Lamar Jackson's going to win MVP this season, which is a nice change from Patrick Mahomes. But after the 2 upsets, it looks like the Bears are going to end up losing to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, that ends their little Cinderella story. But anyways, that brings us to another free agency. I tried to get Tyreek Hill, but he signed with the Atlanta Falcons, of course. But, I mean, we did get Decker, Moore, Onadikazoma, Lawrence, Eckler, Murphy Bunting, and Barton. So, I mean, we still had a pretty decent free agency. Don't get me wrong, but Tyreek Hill would have made such a big difference to this team. But this is what the offense is looking like heading into year number 5. I mean, they're definitely built to put us in the playoffs again. And it's the same story of the defense. I'd say they're definitely still a top 10 defense in the league. I mean, we've came close 2 times, but still, we haven't been able to win a Super Bowl yet. And this is going to be the final season of this video. So if we're going to do that, now would be the time. But for the final time, we're going to go ahead and sim to the playoffs, and hopefully we can end things off on a good note here. And it looks like we're going to go 14-3 to win the division once again. But this time, we're going to get the number 1 seed in the playoffs. So, I mean, things are definitely looking good for us. That is our best season we've ever had. But we got to play the Vikings, who are 6-11 in the divisional round. I have no idea how the hell you make the playoffs with a record like that, but this should be a win. Thankfully, it's gonna be. So now we play the Commanders for a trip to the Super Bowl. And I mean, at this point, the Commanders are a pretty good team as well. So we're gonna need to put up quite the fight if we want to win this game. Eckler's gonna get a huge pickup. I mean, after that, we only need 1 yard for the first down. So I'd say now is probably a good time to go for a shot. I really hope that Brown can somehow get open here. Actually, we're just going for this, man. That is a huge pickup. Okay, just like that, 1 big play from Moore, and we're already at the 31. I'm gonna hand it off to Eckler again, though, because I really like what I've been seeing out of him. Our running game has been amazing so far. So, I mean, once again, it's 2nd and 1, which means if we mess this up, we only need 1 yard for the first. So I'm gonna go for another shot here. Hopefully that works out. Come on. We're gonna find Moore again for the touchdown. This guy is going off already. So that's gonna give us the lead, like 3 or 4 plays into the drive. That is definitely a hot start. Hopefully we can hold on to this, though. As I said, the Commanders are pretty good at this point. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they won this game. And as you can see in the fourth quarter, I mean, the Commanders are getting absolutely packed right now. So we're going back to the Super Bowl, which is good to see. I mean, this is the last season. So if we're gonna do it, now would be the time. I mean, 38-10, though. We definitely made a statement with that win right there. And as you can see, it looks like Joe Burrow ended up winning MVP this season. And apparently we got to take on the Titans in the Super Bowl this year. I mean, this feels like such a random game, but we are in 2027 now. I mean, the Titans don't have any X factors on this defense, so hopefully we can chop them up here. I would much rather see them than the Chiefs or something like that. So that might mean we're getting a bit of a break in this game. So hopefully we can take full advantage of this. I'm going on the run with Murray, man. We're actually going to be gone. That is a huge pickup. Okay. As I said, the O-line is stacked right now. So the run game works amazingly. We're going to find Eckler for another pickup. After that, though, I mean, we need 3 yards for the first. The way the run game's going, if this doesn't work, we should be able to get that. I'm going to try and go for a shot with Brown, though. That throw is super off target, but his speed is going to get to the ball. So that's going to be a touchdown, even though that throw was terrible. Marquise Brown's going to clutch up. So we're going to take the lead first in the Super Bowl here. Hopefully we can hold on to that. I mean, on paper, we are 10 times better than the Titans are. And as you can see, we have the lead in the fourth quarter. I mean, that clock is running down, so it's looking like the Titans are way out of this game. which means we're actually gonna do it. We're gonna win a Super Bowl with a team of free agents. I mean, that was one hell of a come up for the Arizona Cardinals. To be fair, the free agents we got made this team pretty stacked. Either way though, I mean, it's cool to see. It took us 5 seasons, but we're finally gonna get the job done. So as you can see to end off this video, it looks like the Cardinals are finally gonna be hoisting a Lombardi trophy here. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, comment the most random thing you can think of so we can confuse everybody in the comment section. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.